Raul, we have some great news.
What is it, Uncle Muggs?
It's Tournament Tuesday.
Tournament Tuesday? What is that? I thought Base to Pickle was a Thursday show.
Yeah, but thanks to the overwhelming support from our fans, viewers, and tournament organizers, we're able to bring you highlights and results of your local tournaments. Send us your podium pictures via Instagram at Base to Pickle and watch our Base to Pickle channel on YouTube for your pictures and results. Welcome to the Base to Pickle Show. I'm Uncle Muggs alongside Raul DeCastro, and we're coming to you from the Miami studios.
I'm looking forward to talking to Martina and listening to all she's got to say.
Okay, our guest today is the CEO of My Pickleball Coach. She's a mom, she's an entrepreneur, she played college tennis in Texas, and she's now living in Tampa, Florida. Let's welcome Martina Kochili to the Base to Pickle Show.
Welcome, Martina.
Hi, you guys. Thank you so much for having me on your show. Especially Miami is dear to my heart. Just lived 5 years in Miami.
Martina, I wanted to ask you a little bit about, first, your journey into pickleball, because we were talking and you, of course, play tennis, and there are many, many players that continue to move into pickleball. Tell us about that dynamic with you.
So, as many tennis players, at first a little reluctant to the sport of pickleball. When I was actually introduced to pickleball was in Colorado Springs. As a military wife, still am. My husband's still in the military. We lived in Colorado Springs, and someone brought it to the Country Club of Colorado. Thought it was very loud, as I was one of the hitting partners there, and didn't really think much of it. Then I had a friend that we went way back, again, military, met in North Carolina, who started playing pickleball and approached me late 2014, said, "Hey, this is the time for you to jump in. It's getting exciting." Said, "Never heard of it. Not sure if I'm going to trade my tennis rackets." And I sort of stayed away for 3 years. That's a long time.
Yeah.
And then finally it came to, realization that as a mother and military spouse and moving around the country, sort of following your husband's career. And I did run a small business at the time, but nothing too exciting. And it was just time that I wanted to compete and not just be a hitting partner for someone at a country club. And it was an opportunity to just kind of take a look at what's going on in pickleball, where my friend decided to send a couple paddles to my house. So I went to the local facility and a gym court. It was a 71-year-old man that taught me the rules. I was trying to stay out of the kitchen, got addicted, and the next thing I know, I am visiting Surprise, Arizona, I believe, 2017. It was nationals, and just could not believe the hype. Got to meet some of the top players of the world. They're still in the top today, and the rest is history. Then I started playing pickleball.
I don't feel good today. Time to go see the doctor. Nurse, I don't feel good. What can you give me?
Looks like you're going through pickleball withdrawal. Okay, I'm going to prescribe for you to watch the Base to Pickle Show.
Hey, what's up? It's Gary Rosa, Scottsdale, Arizona, 3-5 at the APP tournament. You're watching the Base to Pickle podcast. Let's go.
When you started playing pickleball, you went into pickleball 100%, or was it gradual?
It was sort of 100%. It wasn't, back then, I say back then, there was one professional tournament per month. So with that not US Open Nationals, the season has concluded, which was mid-November, right before Thanksgiving. There was no more tournaments. The next tournament was Desert Springs, I believe, or Desert, somewhere in California. Still one of the top senior pros was running a tournament. And I said, okay, fine. I will sign up for this tournament, season starting. And so I jumped in with all fours. I mean, no hesitation. First year was really hard because there was, maybe top 20 people and the rest, there was no other pros. So you sort of got schooled at every tournament once a month.
Well, that's how you learn.
That's how you learn. So
That's
it
how
was
you learn.
hard.
So,
And just learning like
all right.
every day.
Hola, aquí estoy con Leslie Teruel, Base to Pickle. Queremos hablar un poco más de potencia y estos paddles de potencia. Dime qué tú crees, Leslie, de estos paddles que tú has estado usando, que yo he usado desde que empecé a jugar.
Mira, yo tuve una experiencia cuando recién empecé a jugar pickleball hace 2 años y medio con otra marca. Cuando hice el switch a potencia, de verdad que vi la diferencia.
Hey, I'm Gordon G.G. Gebert, and the inventor of the Slam Master, and you're watching Base to Pickle with Raul De Castro and Uncle Muggs. You guys rock.
Martina, let's switch gears here a little bit. I'm a techie guy. I want to know about this technology and the impact that it has on your coaching.
Yeah, so fast forward, not only that I played pickleball, decided that it was a great idea to jump into coaching. So in 2019, had a pleasure of starting a program at Fisher Island in Miami. And it just kind of escalated where one of my clients said, hey, have you ever thought of scaling your coaching business? And I said, tell me more. So we kind of went back and forth, debated a lot. The technology company that I'm a part of, My Pickleball Coach, is actually the sister company of one of the verticals on MyJourney Technologies. They were very successful in golf and also just launched MyJourney Soccer with Alex Morgan. So my ears were definitely up, I'm ready to listen, and decided that it would be a great opportunity to give, not only people an ability to improve their skills faster, because a lot of people or players are not out there to take lessons. They want to just get better.
They want to play, yeah.
And they want to play and get out there. It's such a fun sport that you can quickly pick up. But then once you get to a certain level, you do need a little bit of coaching to sort of break through.
Right, because everyone hits, everyone can hit the ball, move the ball around a little bit, but you got to get a little technical. So you need a coach. You need a little help.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
So that was my first goal, is how do I, help someone get better faster? And so, as many people as are jumping into pickleball world nowadays, there's a lot of people playing, but not enough coaches. Or I would say the market's very fractured, where the coaching is not really standardized, potentially like it is in tennis. So fast forward a little more, I saw an opportunity where also coaches can scale their business. And, not only teach on court, because at the end of the day, coach might have 8-9 hours potentially in them to be on court helping people, and can see maybe 150 clients per year consistently. But how can they actually scale if they're trying to make this their profession? So if they're already out there conducting clinics, traveling, doing lessons, but what about if there's not enough pickleball courts, which a lot of times we still run into?
That's right. There's still that issue. There's still that issue for sure. And down here in Miami, we are still looking for more courts.
Yeah.
Actually, 2018, I convinced Robert Gomez at the Biltmore Country Club and the Outdoor Tennis Club that this is the next big thing, that Miami should be looking into courts. And long story short, I got the 2 courts, and there's no in between. It took a long time. And sure enough, probably end of March of 2020, we had this whole TV crew come out. I got a couple of top players, and I'll give them some credit. Adam Stone, who is the legend of pickleball, Ben Johns and Deckel Barr all came out to support Miami Pickleball.
Awesome.
There was no one there, you guys. I wanted to cry because the pandemic just started. So here we are.
Yeah.
We're about to promote Miami Pickleball with 2 courts to celebrate, and there was no one there.
Mm-hmm.
So it took a little longer. It's taking a little longer, but Miami is definitely taking off, and it makes me happy what I read. It's coming.
All right.
It definitely is coming, and Miami Pickleball is on the rise, and it's moving fast right now because we're doing a tournament. Actually, we're covering a tournament, Martina, at the Biltmore, and they're expecting 400 plus people.
That's
So
so
get ready to see that.
That is so exciting.
This month of July, Tournament Tuesday sponsored by Club Pickle. Like the shirts we're wearing, Club Pickle offers a diverse range of pickleball apparel that appeals to pickleball enthusiasts of all ages and skill levels. You can find them at clubpickleusa.com and use code BTP15 for a 15% discount on everything.
And tune in to Base to Pickle every Tuesday for Tournament Tuesday.
Tournament Tuesday?
Tournament Tuesday.
Tournament Tuesday.
Tournament Tuesday.
Guys, I mean, every year after 2018, when we moved to Miami, I had these dreams, and I was with Robert Gomez in his office and said, Robert, just imagine all these courts, pickleball courts. Actually, in 2019, I taped some of the courts at the Biltmore to run a clinic, sort of introduce the sport to Coral Gables because that's where we lived. And I am so excited to hear this news. I might even have to drive down there. I mean, that's history in the making in Coral Gables.
Yeah, I mean, in Coral Gables, this tournament that I mentioned to you, I mean, I mentioned it and you had a huge smile, your eyes lit up because you started pickleball at the Biltmore, and it's going to be an amazing event. And we're so excited to cover that sometime in October. So if you can come around and see what you started, that would be awesome. If not, watch the Base to Pickle show on Thursdays, and it'll be on there in October.
Awesome. Thank you.
Well, that's great. It's been
Well,
great.
I'm very happy for you guys. Congratulations. That's a big achievement.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Martina.
you very much. It's an honor for us to have someone like you with your background and knowledge, and the future of pickleball is in your hands, and it's great. It's in great hands, right, Raul?
100%. And, being the pickleball player and, coach and advocate that you are, we've got something in the show that's called the Speed Up. And what that is we speed up the game on the court, but we speed it up here in our studio as well. So we're going to ask you some questions. Uncle Muggs is going to take over and do that with us.
All right. So these are questions that have absolutely nothing to do with pickleball, but we do it in a way to get to know our guest a little bit better. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay. Martina Kochili, are you a Starbucks person, Dunkin' Donuts, or Nespresso?
Oh, Nespresso.
Okay. What would you say is your favorite all-time movie?
Gone with the Wind.
Nice. Good one.
What is your favorite color?
Rosé.
Okay. What is your favorite social media outlet? Is it Facebook, Instagram, TikTok?
I'll have to go with Instagram.
All right. And is Martina a dog person or a cat person?
I'm a dog person.
All right. Well, thanks for being such
There
a
you
good
have it.
sport. If you didn't know her now you know her a little bit better. And if you've never heard of her, I'm sure you will. It's Martina Kochili.
Check her out on her Instagram. She's got a great page with a lot of good contact. And My Pickleball Coach, if you want to learn more about what Martina's doing there.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys taking the time and having me on your show.
Well, thanks for being such a great sport and such a great guest. We hope to have you on here again. And we hope to see you in October at the Biltmore.
Yes.
Great. It'll be awesome.
All right,
Thank you.
Martina. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Bye, you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, that was great, Raul, man. It's great to see people. I mean, they're coming from tennis. They're coming from different sports. And they're all having their place in pickleball, whether it be coaching or being an entrepreneur.
Yeah. I mean, it's a whole new industry that it just continues to grow because there's so many people with unique ideas and backgrounds and it's just making the sport better every single day.
It sure is. So we're going to have a lot more of these type interviews. We're going to have tournament results and a whole lot more right here on the Base to Pickle Show.
Tell us about what you've got in your hands.
We got some new customizable pickle covers. These I just made as a handout to some of the pros on this stop. But you can go on to clubpickle.co, upload a photo of your dog, of your family, of your girlfriend, and we'll put it on the cover for you.
Yeah, and if you have a partner, would you be able to take a picture and send in a picture with your partner and put it on here?
Absolutely.
I don't know if I would do that with Uncle Muggs though, right?
As long as they're good looking. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, take a look at this paddle cover. I love it because it's got a little unique thing. It's got a hook. And this hook, you put it up on the fence, and you mentioned something. You could put it up on your loop, whatever floats your boat, right?
Yeah.
But it's a great concept.
City, rep your city.
That rep your city. It's a great concept. I love it. It feels nice, and you keep your paddle nice. So, Joe, on behalf of Base to Pickle and my co-host, Uncle Muggs, thanks for being back with us on the Base to Pickle Show and sharing with us everything that's going on with Club Pickle.
Follow these guys.
Welcome to the Base to Pickle Show. I'm Uncle Muggs, coming to you from the Miami studios today, and our guest is from Bradenton, Florida. He was a former professional basketball player, and now he's turned dunking into dinking. He's the CEO of Pickleball International. I have with me today Eric Dailey. Eric, welcome to the Base to Pickle Show.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me on, man. It's great to be on here with you guys, and got a great story for you today.
All right. Well, we appreciate you taking your time. We can't wait to hear about it. I want to know, how does somebody go from dunking to dinking?
Well, for one, Father Time is undefeated. So, man, I couldn't dunk anymore. I retired at 33, 34, and I never really got back to playing any team sports, because I was just done with basketball, and I started my basketball training company, Dailey Training. So that consisted of me doing training camps around the world and bringing international teams and players over to Florida, where I am now, and New York and other cities here in the States. So it just was like a natural progression as I wasn't playing, and I learned how to play pickleball here like 3 years ago. A natural ping pong player, and I was able to really fall in love with the game, man, like right away. And being a basketball trainer and doing events, it was really an easy transition for me to do pickleball events because I learned the game and I could take people around the world with the game of pickleball.
Inventory of past and current matches. There's all you need to know about local pickleball events in your area. We'll have some special guests from all around the pickleball community.
I'm Elizabeth Pritchard from Minnesota, and you're watching the Base to Pickle podcast.
It's an interesting story, but there's a big difference between putting on a basketball event and what you're going to do with Royal Caribbean on December 15th. You're going to have a pickleball tournament on a cruise ship. That's a big leap. How does that come about?
Again, I was dealing with Royal Caribbean. I'm one of their partners now. We do sporting events on their cruise ship, and they have a venue called the Seaplex. It's actually a basketball court. It has a sports bar up top. It has 3 pickleball courts lined on it, and it was just an easy transition. Once I understood the game and I understood travel and events, I was like, this is just a no-brainer for 24 people to come on the ship and sail the world.
All right, so tell us specifically about this event. It's called the Caribbean Open. It's for 3.0 to 3.5 pickleball players, and it's going on Sunday, December 15th through Sunday, December 22nd. But tell us a little bit about the details on the tournament.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a really great tournament. It's going to be limited players, 12 teams, because we got 3 courts and limited time, as some people already know. But the main thing about my events on the cruise ship is they're all indoors. So I got 100% play rate. You're going to play regardless if it rains or if it's wind. And I know that those are problems on some of the cruise ships that play outdoors. We'll have pros on the ship that, will assist us with any, thing we need pickleball wise. But man, the cruise itself is going to be awesome. Leaving from New York and stopping in the Bahamas and then
Nice.
returning to New York over 7 days.
Nice. Now, do you have to bring your own paddle?
No, you don't. But, if you have a paddle you prefer, that's cool. You can bring it. And most will, because the first one will be a tournament, and we'll have 12 teams. So I'm sure these players will have their own paddle.
If you're over a 3.0 rated player, you probably have your paddle in your car or have it close by. You don't want to leave home without it. Man, that sounds great. Seaplex, Odyssey of the Seas, a tournament indoors, because some of these cruise ships, they have it outside and you have to deal with the wind and the nets blowing around. But here we're guaranteed good weather indoors on a cruise ship with a bar nearby. Man, that sounds amazing.
No doubt. No doubt.
All right. Well, listen, we play a little something here on the show called the Speed Up Round. It's where we ask you 5 quick questions that have absolutely nothing to do with pickleball in a way to get to know Eric Dailey a little bit better. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Are you a Starbucks guy or a Dunkin' Donuts guy?
Starbucks.
All right. What is Eric's all-time favorite movie?
300.
Oh, good one. I like that one. All right. Are you a cat guy or a dog person?
Dog. No doubt.
These pickleballers like to be dog people. All right. Last one. What is your favorite Florida vacation destination?
Bradenton, Florida, right where I am, man. Pickleball heaven, and sun and beaches.
And home of the Bradenton Marauders, the Pittsburgh Pirates minor league team.
There you go. There you go.
Awesome. Hey, Eric, thanks for being such a great sport. Thanks for giving us that information. When is the deadline? When is the last date that people can register for this cruise?
Yeah, we'll have cutoff date in September so that we can formulate, all the, ins and outs of the cruise and make sure that they have a spectacular sail.
All right. Well, we wish you all the best. Anytime you have any other event coming up in Florida or anywhere in the world, feel free to call us. We'll give you some time to come back here on the Base to Pickle Show.
Thank you very much, and have a good day.
All right. And on behalf of my host, Raul De Castro, once again, Eric, thank you for being on the Base to Pickle Show.
Thank you.
All right. Folks, you have until September to sign up for the cruise. It's a tournament on the ocean, indoor courts. There's a bar. Get a hold of Eric and get on that cruise. We'll be right back with more Base to Pickle right after these brief messages.
I don't feel good today. Time to go see the doctor. Nurse, I don't feel good. What can you give me?
Looks like you're going through pickleball withdrawal. Okay, I'm going to prescribe for you to watch the Base to Pickle Show.
Hello guys, ready for good pickleball? Let's go. I'm Larry, Sarasota, Florida. You are watching the Base to Pickle podcast. What's up, baby?
Welcome to the Base to Pickle Show. I'm Uncle Muggs alongside Raul De Castro, and we're in the Miami studios today, and we have a fantastic guest with us today.
Uncle Muggs, why are you so dressed up?
Man, Raul, we have pickleball royalty here today. This guy's like a duke or a knight. We're all connected to him. He's like Kevin Bacon.
Who is it?
He's the CEO of DUPR. It's Tito Machado. Tito, welcome to the Base to Pickle Show.
Thank you, guys. It's a pleasure to be here. Super excited to have a chat and discuss what we're all connected to DUPR.
Well, Uncle Muggs, it's just Tito. It's Tito.
Yeah, but he's pickleball royalty, man. He's like the sir of pickleball. We're gonna call him Sir Tito.
Welcome, Tito. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, guys. No, I'm just a passionate pickleball player looking for level-based play. So no royalty here.
Well, Tito, we're so happy to have you here, and we want to know, how was the World Pickleball Conference in Las Vegas in the last couple of weeks? You were there, right?
Yeah. I was there, I think, a week ago, and it was fantastic. It was actually my first time in Vegas as well. So you can imagine how great of an experience it was. You know, it's amazing to see what so many people in the industry are doing, the innovation, the new products coming out. You know, it was a great B2B platform for people to connect. And you know, we're seeing all of this online. It's such a remote industry in the sense of the innovation, so many different companies popping up, right? But being there live to live and hearing the passion for the sport and what this sport has done for so many people, including myself, it's a very gratifying experience. So it was great talks, great people, and you know, pickleball community. What else can you ask for?
Tito, what was the one thing that you say amongst all those talks that you say resonated with you that you can say, you know, I want listeners to know this?
Listen, I think one of the main topics that came across multiple panels, right, is a sense of community, right? Community around whatever topic, right? How paddles affect community, right? How platforms affect community, tournaments, how the pickle wars and the conflicts of the tours affect the community. I think that's a common word, right? One of the main things that we have that has made our sport special is the easy creation of community and sense of belonging. So what I have to say is, like, every time you talk to someone in any field of pickleball, community is the main topic across the board.
Love it.
And we always stress that pickleball is for everyone. I've never seen a more inclusive sport where everybody's welcome.
100%. You know, the fact that you know, we live in a pretty divided world these days, and the fact that you can go to the park and go with a paddle and just play with people from all ages, genders, locations, wherever, right? It's just fantastic. It's unique, and I think it's the, you know, it's the pickup basketball of racket sports, but way more inclusive.
Okay, and now let's get into that inclusivity that you mentioned, because DUPR is all over the world. And please share with us what DUPR means, because we all say DUPR, but DUPR means something, and it's the rating system that Base to Pickle has chosen to use. We know there are others, but DUPR is special.
Yeah, so listen, DUPR is the Dynamic Universal Pickleball Rating, right? And I think one of the key aspects of what we do here is that we were born from pickleball, by pickleball, for pickleballers, right? Everyone, this was born in dreamland, that it was at some point considered the mecca of pickleball. And you know, it just kept growing, right? It turned into the universal language of the sport, right? Being able to find level-based play is the next big step within the community, because, you know, putting everyone on the same scale, regarding of age, and if you're a pro, if you only play a couple of days a week, you know, it just connects the world into this massive network, right? We're in 158 countries already, 3,000 clubs. You know, we have 60 API partners with different technology platforms. And what we're trying to do is just make it very simple to create one language. And that's DUPR, right? You know, obviously, we are the rating of the Pro Tour, MLP, PPA, and, you know, and the MPL, and so many other things. And that's the top of the pyramid. But the most important thing is, when you look at a pyramid, right, all of the corners are connected somehow, right? And we need to create that pathway. So that's what DUPR is. It's everything in between, from the base of the pyramid to the top of the pyramid.
So, Tito, you said that you were in 158 countries. What's the future like? I mean, how much bigger can you get?
So, listen, right now we're growing at 20% month over month. You know, we get an insane amount of users daily. We are bringing around 250 new clubs or influencers or champions into the platform every single month. And as I said, 65 technology platforms. So it's, you know, I think DUPR, the more we extend, is gonna keep, you know, it's gonna be the pathway of the sport, right? We want to make sure we take away that fear of having a number, and just making sure that you know, people, when they start their pickleball journey, like when you go to do karate, right? You get your white belt. The first thing you do is you get your DUPR. So now you're connected to the network. So we're looking, honestly, the being able to capture the 36 million players is the ultimate goal. And with that number growing, keep making sure that DUPR is the first step of your pickleball journey.
I got you. I mean, 36 million people. That is so impressive. And you know, one of the things that you mentioned is making it universal and easy to use. Recently, there's been a lot of controversy of what platform and what's going to be used, whether it's professional or it's amateur. But you know, I see that DUPR, or DUPR as we call it, is one rating system for all. And with the changes, Tito, that you guys made at the beginning of this year, that was one of the things that convinced me to say, you know what, DUPR is a fantastic rating system that everyone should start using, and a rating system we can all rely on.
100%. I think, listen, the big difference, and everyone has their opinions about algorithms, ratings. You know, I lived my life in thinking about this, and you know, it's all about data, right? At the end of the day, it's how much data can you capture, right? No algorithm, there is no good or bad algorithm without data to be able to give an accurate number. So what we've done with all of these partnerships, with the APIs and with the clubs, is making sure that everyone, regardless of what platform they decide to use, they have easy access to DUPR and being everywhere. That's the key, right? We have more results than anyone else in the industry, or from more places in the industry, and now that's the only way to be able to create a language if everyone is speaking the same way, right?
That's right. Right now, you just mentioned everyone speaking the same language. Let's shift gears into the college ranks, because I know you guys have a system and a process for colleges to use your system and depend on DUPR for their scoring of, you know, their players and make sure that they're at the right levels. Can you share what you're doing with colleges and universities?
Yeah, so this is one of our most exciting projects. So, you know, I think 2 years ago, we had a discussion about, you know, we should do something in college, right? We should get it started before anyone else does. And we brought one kid, his name is Jacob, he's running our college program, that he had already created this kind of like federation of colleges by himself. This is a very impressive senior in college. So we brought him into our team, and we put behind the resources to create the first ever college national championship, right?
Nice.
We thought we were going to have like, 10 people show up. And we actually had 40 schools show up.
Awesome. Wow.
Some of them bringing like 15 players each, and we were down in Dreamland, and it was a aha moment. When we saw the energy, we saw the packed stadium, the kids shouting. Actually, UNC won the first ever event. We saw that. We were like, oh my God, we just discovered something that is going to be...
We have something big.
Massive.
Wow.
Yes. From there, this year, we turned into kind of like the NCAA of college pickleball. Right now, we have over 250 programs. We help them with scholarship. We help them with transportation. We help them with equipment. And we run the biggest college national championship in the world, right? We have actually this year, we have 650 players that are going to participate on that event. And it's insane.
That's outstanding.
Yeah, it's insane. It's absolutely. I recommend it, guys. If you have some time, come and watch it, because the one we had in Atlanta last November, I had goosebumps. You had UVA.
I can just imagine. I can just imagine, Tito.
It was fantastic.
You're watching the Base of Pickle podcast.
Awesome! Look at this guy! And what are we watching again?
The Base of Pickle podcast.
Say it again! She's running away!
Hey, I'm Gordon G.G. Gebert, and the inventor of the Slam Master, and you're watching Base to Pickle with Raul DeCastro and Uncle Muggs. You guys rock.
Welcome back to the Base to Pickle Show. I'm Uncle Muggs alongside Raul DeCastro, and we're going to continue our interview with the CEO of DUPR, Tito Machado.
Tito, it's been a pleasure speaking with you and having you here on the studio with us on Base to Pickle. We have had such a great conversation learning DUPR. Can you share now, because you mentioned prior about college and the NCAA, there is a college league that's, around the country, because there's so many colleges and they're doing a great job. Can you share the relationship that you have right now with them and the use of DUPR in their league?
Yeah, for sure. So this program, it's another league that is happening across the country. I think they were born this year, and they've done a fantastic job. They also use DUPR as a rating. It's a little bit of a different format to ours in terms of ranking and the way of ranking the programs, but the same thing. Very similar format to the MLP concept that we use, right? To males to females and so on. And it's amazing to see this kind of events pop up all over the place, because at the end of the day, we want to give play an opportunity and ways for these college players to make money, engage into the college pickleball world. So we're looking at potentially collaborating in different ways. I had a great conversation with Noah, actually, who's running the league in Vegas. So all of these synergies, and making sure that our calendars are not conflictive, and we can make sure that we're nurturing this environment and not competing, but the opposite, making each other bigger. It's what we want to do at DUPR in general, right?
I love it.
Yeah.
Uncle Muggs, one of the things that I love about pickleball is just what he said. Tito, the Duke of Pickleball, he says we are not competing. We're growing together.
Absolutely.
And that is what pickleball is all about. There is so much love in the sport, and right now we need to embrace it as much as we can, because I don't know how long this is going to last, Tito. All this love in pickleball, that everyone is just helping one another to grow the sport and to grow each other's company, because what I've noticed, there are many, many companies in pickleball, and they're just 2-3 years old, and if you've got more than maybe 4 years, you're like an ancient in pickleball.
Yep. Yeah. No, definitely. I think we're getting better at that as an industry. I think with any exploding business, right, concept, right, everyone wants to get in. I think it's our explosion was a little more hardcore than any other industry in the last couple of years. So when things happen so fast and so strong, and people are so passionate about it, there is going to be tensions. It's going to create tensions, right? But I think slowly everyone is finding their line, understanding how they can work with each other. What different products can there be in the market, and even a lot of companies have pivoted. So many companies have started in a way, they've changed into something different. But listen, I think the most important thing is and again, our philosophy here at DUPR is to work with everyone, right? Being a good partner is the best thing you can be on the court and off the court. So DUPR is trying to do that, and I think we're setting up an example on collaboration with everyone else in the industry.
Yeah, I believe we're not anywhere near where the ceiling is on this industry.
No, not at all.
Completely. I mean, this is just the beginning. I mean, the explosion we're seeing in Asia right now. I mean, there is even people who think that the sport is going to be bigger in Asia than it's going to be in the U.S. because of the growth. I mean, I don't think we're far away from understanding this phenomenon. I hope one day this is studied in business schools across the country, because I've never seen so much creativity in such a short period of time. I mean, I get pitched on ideas daily that I'm like, whoa, this is insanely good. Some of them are not that great, but I get my light bulb switch almost daily. So it's fantastic.
Yeah, the ideas flowing is just a beautiful thing. And I think there are more people with hands on deck now than ever to grow the sport and make things happen in different ways that we can all benefit from.
100%, and that's the thing that we try to share all the time. We're as you guys said, right? We're at the start of this, competing for the short number of players that are in the ecosystem right now compared to what is going to be in 10 years. It doesn't make sense. Everyone should be nurturing each other to grow, and there is a piece of the cake for everyone. So it's as I said before, right? You see these companies coming up with ideas, pivoting, finding new ones. There is going to be needs that we don't know that we have right now, and they're going to need solutions here in the next couple of years.
Tito, right now, I'm thinking it's time for us to play a game. We've talked a lot. We've had great ideas, great conversation, asked you a bunch of questions, but now it's time to have a little fun with you. We have a segment, Tito. in the Base to Pickle studio, or in our show, that is called
The Speed Up.
The Speed Up is like we do on pickleball court, right? We speed up the game. Well, we speed it up here as well. We're going to ask you a few questions to get to know you. Questions that have nothing to do with pickleball. Is that okay?
Sounds good. Let's do it.
All
Let's
right.
play.
All right, here we go. We're going to ask Tito Machado, the CEO of DUPR, some questions. We know you're originally from Las Islas Canarias in Spain, and now you're living in Charleston, South Carolina. But we want to know if you're a Starbucks guy, a Dunkin' Donuts, or do you get a little cafecito at the window in the morning?
I'm a cafecito in the window and Dunkin' before Starbucks. Mama de
Yeah.
people.
All right.
My man.
All right. What is Tito Machado's all-time favorite movie?
Goodfellas.
Okay, good choice. Good choice. Tito, are you a cat person or a dog person?
Both. I have cats and dogs.
This guy's political. All right. What is your favorite Florida vacation destination?
Miami.
All right. And the final question, what is your favorite car of all time?
Aston Martin.
Nice.
Aston Martin.
Well, we knew a little bit about him before, but now we do know a lot about Tito Machado. He's a really great guy. He's the CEO of DUPR and pickleball royalty.
That's right, the Duke of Pickleball. That's what we've dubbed him here on the Base to Pickle Show. And he's okay with that, right?
That's it, man. I'm changing my Instagram after this. All my handles are going to the Duke of Pickleball.
El
Yes.
Duque. El Duque.
Awesome.
Well, congratulations, and we wish you the very best.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Welcome back to the Base to Pickle Show. We had another amazing episode this week. We heard from Martina Kochili, the CEO of My Pickleball Coach and an entrepreneur from Tampa, Florida.
Then it was Eric Dailey, the former professional basketball player, now a pickleball organizer. He's taking pickleball tournaments to the ocean aboard cruise ships in the Caribbean.
And wrapping it up, it was Pickleball Royalty right here on the Base to Pickle Show with the CEO of DUPR, Mr. Tito Machado. Probably the coolest guy you can ever meet.
The Duke of Pickleball, Tito. If you enjoyed this content, please hit the like and subscribe icons to the Base to Pickle YouTube channel. Watch a new show every Thursday and scroll through our library of past episodes.
You can also see local tournament results, pictures, and videos on
Tournament Tuesday.
This is when you become the pickleball star and see yourself or your friends with big smiles on their faces receiving medals at your tournaments.
So send us your podium pictures and videos via Instagram messaging at Base to Pickle and see if you made it on
Tournament Tuesday. And thanks for watching, everyone.
And remember, pickleball is fun. Let's play.